How many calories did you burn in your last exercise? Do you find that when you're doing cardio, you burn a lot more on your Fitbit than when you are doing weight training? So why do people do weight training? And in terms of calories burnt, why are you burning more when you're doing cardio as when you're lifting weights? Okay, so let me explain this for you. When you are burning calories, that does not mean you're burning fat. That means you're burning calories now, and calories are energy. What your energy sources are. Now, you've got two types of energy sources. You've got your fat stores and you've got carbohydrates. The way we lose fat is actually through the amount of oxygen that's getting through our body. It's a bit scientific, so I won't go into the detail, but basically the higher your heart rate is, your body will basically preserve carbohydrates for when we really, really need them. So when our heart rate is really, really, really high and we're struggling to get oxygen to certain areas of our body will reach for carbohydrates as energy as opposed to fat stores. That's why your fat burning zone on your Fitbit is when your heart rate is slightly lower. You might notice that now. That doesn't mean you're not burning fat and you won't burn fat, or that cardio is any better or worse than weight training. There are different reasons to do both training, and it is very good to incorporate both. Now, the benefits of cardio is obviously for things like endurance and health, and actually sort of peaking that heart to make sure that it's, functioning properly and keeping you healthy. Weight training, you are beating your heart basically less per minute, and your Fitbit will probably tell you at the end of the exercise that you have burnt less calories than if you were doing cardio. However, if you're doing resistance training, you are putting stress on your muscle. So your muscle is basically stressed. So when you're in the gym, you don't grow your muscle, you basically stress it the hell out. And then after the gym, you need to eat the correct food in order to repair and grow that muscle in order to achieve that toned look. But because you have stressed that muscle out and because it has to go through that process, you will continue burning calories for a lot longer because your muscle is basically using up those calories to do that. Not only that, when you have built more muscle, if you refer back to my TDEE video, your total daily energy expenditure, you will see on there, basically 70% of what you burn every day is doing nothing, absolutely nothing. Go and check the video out if you've not seen it, because you'll have a good insight. Basically, 70% of what you burn every day is doing absolutely nothing. You can stay in bed if you want. Now, if you've got more muscle, you will burn more at rest. So basically you can affect that figure, that 70%, you can change that, and you can basically up your metabolism so you can burn more at rest. So it's almost cheating, but not cheating because you've got to do the work in order to get it to cheat. So yeah, you still got to work hard. But on the days that you don't, you basically burn more calories. And you can also achieve that toned look if you do weight training. So whilst you're in a calorie deficit, which is the only way to lose fat, you will lose that fat. Now, if you're doing weight training and growing those muscles at the same time, basically what you will do is you'll reduce the fat on your body to reveal those muscles. And the bigger those muscles are, the more muscly or toned you will look. Now, don't worry, you're not going to look like a bodybuilder. Those guys spend hours trying to look like a bodybuilder. Female athletes, that takes them hours and weeks and years of commitment to look like that. You're not going to look like that overnight. Trust me. I've been training for about 6 years and I've still got a good healthy amount of fat on my body. It's really hard to do, so don't stress about it. Weight training will just give you that nice toned appearance. There's loads more videos on my YouTube about calories, about fat, about how you can't reduce fat, about TDEE, about protein for fat loss, about menstrual cycles. So check it out. And oh my God, you are just going to learn so much. Thanks for joining. Hope it's helped.